everybody crazy?
Thanks for the help. Iskar Urfram had just set the last piece of studded leather armor in the tower at the northwest side of Heldrin. That also served as a garrison in case of emergencies. The town will be certainly better defended now. Perhaps we'll have more volunteers for the militia, now that the good swords and armor are available. As he hangs up the last piece of armor, he turns towards the four of you. Is there anything else I can help you with? This is a human. Male. Middle age.
We should be good for now.
Excellent. I heard you'd be wanting to see the apothecary.
We'll be on our way.
Just across the road there. And I'm gonna actually change to the Heldrin map, actually. That'd be more appropriate, I just think.
Thank you for your help, sir.
Thank you for your help. So you guys are
Do we skip?
here.
Can we have control of our characters? Or no?
Not just yet. And you guys are going here. This town down. This building right here. See it? See, it's a building.
Mm-hmm.
It's a garden out front.
Okay. That's the patronage, you said?
Apothecary. Potion maker.
Apothecary. I didn't know what...
Okay.
Mm.
We want to buy health potions because we keep dying.
Hey, hold on. Speak for yourself, Dad.
Yeah, speak for yourself, fellas. I haven't died.
Well, I don't know about
Okay.
you, but I think it'd be good to have some healing potions with us. Also,
I'll have to
Sivo's
do that.
not here, so I'll be playing his character Sulatrix. And Axel
is-
will be controlling him in battle.
Don't worry, Sibo. I've got you.
As you walk into the apothecary's shop, you see
People screwed.
there's a little silver bell that dings as you open the wooden door. Oh, hello. I didn't know you would be here so soon. I must apologize for the mess. The shop is pristine. The shop is pristine. Rows of familiar and exotic plants adorn the walls. The air is seemingly warmer in here than outside. Behind the counter at the far end of the room stands a thin, frail-looking elven woman, her hands busying themselves straightening jars of various liquids. Though most prominent was the several rolls of the same jar, all filled with a glowing red liquid.
Hello, miss. It's good to meet you. We actually require some health potions if you have such a thing.
Oh, I believe I have a few around here. Actually, I picked up quite a bit from a passing alchemist. I have plenty here for 75 gold. They're not the strongest, but it'll help me to buy more later.
We'll take what we can.
I think we should take one each and end up with 7 gold and silver each afterwards. This is completely not pre-decided.
She
That was fairly impressive of you, Dan.
Oh, you must have quite the
Have
mathematical
amazing
mind.
mathematic skill set.
She gets 4 health potions. They kind of small, have kind of a coppery red liquid in them, and you each are able to take one.
Cool.
Is there anything else you have?
Since you're going out against the cold, I do have alchemist's fire.
I wonder what
how
happened
do
to
you-
that.
How do you exactly use the alchemist fire?
All you need to do is when you see the troll, you throw it at them as hard as you can and watch the fucker burn. And just throw it. The glass should explode on contact. Don't drink it.
That could be pretty useful.
Words that will be heated. I already have 3 out of character. So so I don't need any more, but...
Is there anything else I could
What do you
help
have
you
here?
with?
I think we should be good. I think we're prepared as we'll ever be.
And I wish you luck back in the Borderwood. Look out for trolls.
Don't troll me, bro.
We should leave.
You guys... Do you guys have any more business in town, or do you want to go to the Borderwood?
What other shops are there in town?
You can actually look around the town and find there are a number of them. There's, besides the armory and the smithy, there's the general store, the town hall, the apothecary and barber that you both know about, the stoat, which Dan and Sula know, the stables, the town square, there's a small temple, there's also a carpenter that lives next to a large sawmill, and the butcher of Gelroon.
I have actually like 20 rations on me, so if we go on a long journey, I'm pretty good.
And I'm expecting horses to be a lot more expensive than health potions.
Yes. I actually have the list right here.
Too.
A horse is about 200 gold. If you want one that's combat trained, it's more. Although a light horse is only 110 gold.
Right?
We should be moving.
We can ride free, though.
I don't want to waste any time.
Let's ride.
I jump on Axel's head.
I'm going.
You guys...
I'm not going to do... Actually, I'm not going to do anything this time. I'm just going to let it happen.
You guys go back into the Borderwood, past the, taking the same trail as you had before. Oops, I didn't even change my page. There we go. You take the same trail as you had before until you reach a... It takes a while. You actually, it's a... What you call it? There you guys are. Do you guys have control of these tokens?
I can't see anything.
Excellent.
I see a black square.
Excellent.
I see a black square too.
Um,
I don't.
let me give some... Actually, as you guys get deeper into the forest without any conflict, it starts to get darker as the sun starts setting. It's due to the canopy of trees and the setting sun. It starts getting way too dark to even see.
Huh.
That's a good thing I have low light vision.
There is no light to activate your low light. Would somebody like to light a torch or similar?
I would like to
Well,
take on my
you
left.
didn't say it was pitch black. You didn't say it was pitch.
Well, it's now pitch black.
It is officially...
I'm gonna take out my lantern, use the thing of oil,
Okay.
and hold on my lantern, like Harry Potter style.
What's Harry Potter?
He's this magical wizard back in my past.
Steve goes out in front. You got
The
it.
Sibo's on top of my head.
Actually,
control
let me
Sibo.
see if I can do this with the light.
With such a small map, I'm pretty sure it can
Oh,
be
cool.
called.
No, okay, you can see with the low light vision. Awesome. All right. You
Yeah.
continue to follow the trail until you see kind of a disturbing sight.
Oh god.
Feathered bundles of strange fetishes hang from the lowest branches of the trees here, swaying and shifting in the wind. All of them are stuck through with small pins, holding pieces of leather bound around them. The only primary source of light is Dan.
Okay, let's walk over to... Wait. Can I take a full round perception check?
Yes.
The guarantee.
Well, a guaranteed,
Yeah,
like,
take
a
perception.
guaranteed 20 is you stand here for a couple of minutes.
So us all take
I mean,
a perception
It's
check.
better than falling into a trap like last time.
Last time.
Oh, that's right. You said that you'd be feeling kind of weird this time.
No, I remember now. It was more stealthy.
Okay, good.
It's the hypothermia. I'll be fine.
So you
You
got...
it. Come on. There you go.
Yes, you are still affected by hypothermia. As you
I'm
stand there
not.
looking around,
Full-blood
you
armor.
hear... Hey, what's that?
So,
Look, travelers, fleshies, warm bloods. Get them. And 3 very small shards of ice fly at you from the directions of the trees on either side of the path, and everybody roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's just D20, right?
Yes, it's a
Plus
d20
three.
plus
Or
your
your
dexterity modifier.
What is my dexterity? That's my dex.
Ah,
Well, shoot.
yeah.
Dex.
Here's some turn order for you.
Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on.
there aren't currently any tokens on the page that take a turn.
I'm gonna try to use
Is my dexterity?
Actually, there are some on the page that take a turn, except they're on my lair, and you can't see them.
Weird, it's like we have low light visibility. Or, well, yeah.
Why I have
My dexterity is 5, right? It says 5 slash something, so I'm going to type in 5.
Yes, that is appropriate.
So... and I will... How do I need control of Sula.
I shall grant that to you. Hers is also a 5.
Wait, do I have to do a dexterity check?
Yes. No.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of my
Wow,
modifier.
Sula. Well, Dan, looks like you won't be going last this time.
Hey, I don't always go last.
Alright, I was just teasing.
Hey, the one
points
time out
matter.
of 1 you did, though.
I don't think I've actually ever been dead
Also,
last.
everybody roll constitution checks as the chill starts to set in.
Constitution.
But I have cold weather armor, so I don't need to, right?
What?
I have cold weather outfit.
Con.
You get a +5 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
Do I need to, since I don't get affected by cold?
No, you don't. So Axel needs to
Yeah,
roll 2.
That's right.
1, and Sula's is a +1.
I believe my constitution is +3, so +8. Right?
Sula puffs out like a little white fluff ball. This cold is nothing. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting me.
Actually, the cold isn't affecting any of you. You're just
Mm,
like,
good.
guys,
Good job. I knew I could do it.
it's freezing out here, but I don't care.
You're still role-playing for me.
No, that was Sibo, his darker side.
Oh, okay. Both darker sides, you both have 2 sides.
You both traitor all along.
It's cold as nothing. What were those voices, though?
What is cold?
Yeah, where did we hear them from?
Zeno, why'd you fire a frost arrow? What are you trying to...
Because I'm really, really bad at this game.
Zeno fire.
Winter Touch Sprite, a small figure that is barely visible through the branches, fires an arrow of frost streaming from the tip. It aims right for Axel, or aims for Dan, who is the source of the light, and misses him.
Shouldn't Dan be in front of us, technically?
Well, that's where he
On
was
that picture?
standing.
Oh, okay. I just thought he would be taking.
Would you guys like to rearrange yourselves within that 3x3?
I can't hear what you said.
Would you guys like to rearrange yourself within that 3x3 square right there?
It's pretty cool. Shibo's going to move back here. I mean, Sulu's going to move back here. And I will take a step back as well.
Dan, are you good there on the side?
Jelly. Go in front.
Yes.
In front. Or at least next to him.
I'm a scaredy.
You're melee.
Look, see, this is the path here.
I can't move my character.
You can't move your character.
Yeah.
Oh. You can't move your character. Jelly.
You can't move your character. Oh.
Oh no, he's in. Aid. No.
Wait, did the arrow hit me?
They aimed for Dan and it flew past his head.
Oh.
Your head. His head. And Jelly, you can move now.
In the middle of combat, can I just drop the lantern on the ground as a free action?
Yes, but it might fall over and get like chilled out by the snow. If you wanted to set it down, it would be a movement action.
Really? Yeah.
Am I able to throw something or no?
Yes, but you have to use a swift action to pull it out and a standard action to throw it at something.
Are those 2d20s or what are those?
The first one is just a normal action. The second one is a ranged attack.
Okay, walk me through this because I'm going to what is it? I'm gonna take out one of my sun rods, I think they're called.
Okay, so it is a minor action to dance, not moving. Minor action to take out a sun rod, a movement action to activate it, and then a movement action to throw it. So you don't need to roll anything. Just tell me where you want it.
I want it like here. Can I make it or no?
5, 10.
Enemies here.
You can make it roll a ranged attack roll just to see how far this thing's gonna go.
A ranged attack roll with that. Like,
30, I think.
Okay. I think I have 5 dexterity.
Yes. Plus your 1 basic attack bonus.
Oh god.
Later, Axel.
Did it show
I
up?
hit
I
a
didn't see
bookmark.
it.
I'm in front now.
I hit a bookmark because I'm good at this game.
No, did Axel just drop out?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, failure.
Thank you. Okay, so roll 1.
The sunrod.
I go to throw it and Sulu gets in the way.
Sorry about that, Mr. Funny Man.
Sorry.
Another shot is fired from the trees, this time from the southern side.
Came from there.
It pings off of Dan's armor, scraping it. Jelly's turn.
They don't really like you, do they, Dan?
Probably because I'm closest to them.
You're most sexiest to them.
Jelly.
Jelly's turn, right?
I'm just looking at him, not really. It's kind of funny. Jelly, you seem lost.
I am. I want to move
Okay, move.
towards the enemy.
Where's the enemy?
You guys, yeah.
How many can I move?
You can move up to 6 squares. A diagonal counts as a square and a half, so every 2 diagonals counts as 3.
You saw those creepy things hanging right here, right?
From all of these trees, actually. Like,
1, 2.5, 5, 6. I don't know what's wrong.
okay,
I'm there.
you are there. Would you like to do anything
there.
else?
I have low light vision, so shouldn't I be able to see something?
So roll a perception, which is you have a +8 in it.
+8. I do have a +8.
Is Jelly just wise, or is he have a really good perception?
They're like elves when it comes to perception.
Yeah, last time.
Gnomes.
So I roll a what?
You'll roll a d20 +8. /roll 1d20 +8. You walk over here and you look around. You can't see anything. It's too dark.
With that sassy attitude. Ah! Yeah!
It is Dan's turn.
Okay, I can move full this time, right? So that's how many? 6 squares?
6 squares. Each diagonal counts as 1.5.
1. Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
And leave those 2 in the dark.
I will tell you if you see
Good
something.
guys. Huh?
I will tell you if you see something. Would you like to roll a perception check while you're walking?
Sure.
So roll a perception check and then continue your move.
Okay. I believe I am... Yeah.
I can only imagine the epic music playing right now.
It's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good.
Especially the
what's
drop
not
happening right now.
good is that even... Okay, continue walking.
Okay, so I went 1, 2... I can go 3, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. 4.
You're under the tree. There's fetishes everywhere. Not those kind.
Yeah.
You are under. You are now at the trunk of the tree. You're looking up through the looking up through the branches. You think you see something very dim, moving back and forth up there. Maybe 2. You can't be sure, but it's pretty well hidden among the leaves.
Okay. I want to do something. So...
Okay, well, depending on what you want to do, because you've taken actions already.
Oh, but I can... I can...
I like Axel's lion.
I'm gonna get hit, probably.
It's Sibo.
Alright, how about this? I'll set my lantern on the ground right here. And I'll take out my sword.
You can do one or the other, not both.
Can I use that? Really? Damn.
Because
How was my sword not already out? I thought you could take your sword out as a free action.
no, it's a swift action to do a perception. You can drop it as a free, but you can set it down as a move. So, setting it down as a move, equipping yourself is a swift.
If I drop it, how would I have to roll to make sure it doesn't go out?
You would have to roll a dexterity to kind of like clothespin drop it on the ground and hope it lands upright, or you can just movement action to place it. Make sure it doesn't fall over and snuff out.
Screw it, I'll move an action.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just gonna take like 500 hearts damage again.
I'm gonna put
What's a heart of
this
damage?
over here.
What's a heart?
He doesn't know what a heart is.
What's a
I
heart?
really want to know what heart is.
Mr. Funny Man, you know what a heart is. You have one.
Right here. I'm gonna take away Dan's personal light.
Say what?
He's taking away the fact that you can conjure up light on your own.
Like, it's now this light that's giving the light, not you.
Right.
And I'm actually going to give a small illumination to everyone really quick because I really like the lighting effects. It makes me feel fancy.
I feel fancy. Oh, so fancy.
Feel fancy and pantsy and stuff.
Especially Pansy. I miss my toe drawing.
And besides those fancy.
Oh, I totally forgot that, like, I'm not sharing this light with anybody yet. Hold on. Click. And it is Sula's turn. What is she doing?
She is going to roll a perception check.
Okie dokie, roll it.
Let's see. Wait, what's that under?
That's under skills. Oop, took the turn order away. Click.
Well, I mean, like, wait, hold on. What's her perception modded thing? Perception.
I think I saw something over here.
Wait, what's the perception added of?
20 for Sula, it's 20 plus 5. 20 plus 5.
So it looks like the spike's turns are before and after Axel's turn.
Sula tries to direct her
Attention.
perception towards where Dan is.
Even though it's more focused, she cannot spy anything. Why is the light so weird?
Sula is going to, while moving closer, not move that much closer to keep her distance.
There we go, that's much better.
I'm pretty sure it'll still attacking me. I think they attack the closest thing.
Okay, is that
Well,
where
that
she would
sounds
like to
very-
move?
Yes.
Okay. And Axel gets a little bit of light too. There we go.
A little bit of light.
From the south and the tree above Dan, there is a shake of the branches and a bunch of snow starts to fall. And it masks the small ice shard that comes for him. Roll a fortitude save.
I believe my fortitude gets +3. Come on, big money.
No him, no him, no him.
The shard pricks you in the shoulder. All the snow falling, and one of them like sticks into you. It doesn't hurt enough that you start bleeding, but you feel a chill like start to spread through you, but you shake it off. You hear you hear the chanting from the trees again. Hey, hey, big
Chanting?
sis! Yeah, she's one of us. Kill him! Kill him!
Is it mine?
No, more shots are fired.
Sorry, it
And then
doesn't
it's
have a
Axel's
turn
turn.
over. Okay. I was going to give you a chance, but unfortunately, I don't feel like we have much of a choice anymore. Can I direct my soul bolt towards the tree?
Yes, which one?
The one that Dan is by.
Sure.
Hoping to miss Dan.
And everyone else in front of you.
Go ahead and
Wait, how many spaces can I move?
you can move up to 6. It's a minor action to arm. Is it a minor or a move to arm yourself right now?
I have to arm myself first. I have to...
Can you imagine?
Is it
if
a no? But is it a
Shuffle
minor
Rise
action or a
everyone?
movement action?
Oh, I don't know. How do I figure that out?
Let me see. It's a movement. It's a minor action. It's a movement action to arm yourself, so you can't move and fire and arm yourself in the same turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna true shot barrage through everybody.
It goes
mean-
20 feet.
20 feet, oh yeah. Alright, well,
Oh wow, not too sharp fight at all.
yeah, not even close.
Freaking Not even a mystic shot, dude.
Shut up.
And then you arm
Right,
yourself.
so, yeah,
Cool.
but then I don't have a turn, right?
No.
Okay.
Another shot is fired through the snow that falls upon Dan's head again. Roll another fortitude save.
They don't like you.
I think it's too close to them. Oh, they didn't want it.
They're trying their best.
This shard is very similar to the cold spreading through you, but you shake it off. Your heart is too hot, too strong.
The fiery passion of a man's romance.
Hey, just die already! Yeah, fall to the ground and die. Soon. It's Jelly's turn.
I'm gonna move.
You're now at the adjacent to the trunk of the tree.
Am I allowed to shake the tree?
Yes. Would you like to shake it with your tiny hands, or like?
Yeah, I'm very strong. Excuse me, sir.
I'm just
Ow.
saying you could
Yeah.
lumberjack it, but you know.
Right on, Weasley. Sorry, what was that?
How dare you chop down that tree?
Just saying.
Sorry, what was that? So can I shake the tree?
You can totally shake the tree. Roll a strength check.
Okay, my strength modifier is 3. Is it 1d20?
Yes. 1d20 plus 3.
Ah! God, I'm good.
With a great axe on her back, the tiny, the small blue-haired gnome walks over and goes, and manages to shake some snow off of the tree, which lands on Dan's head with a plop.
Oh.
Dan's turn.
Can you guys stop messing around and just chop the fucking tree down?
I think that would take long.
I say with a burning passion in my hands.
Hey, if this dice that I rolled did a bit better, I would have shaked the tree off that's...
Maybe if you used your sword a bit or your axe or whatever you
She
have.
doesn't have a sword. She has an axe.
Oh, there you go.
It's Dan's
I
turn.
switched it.
I'm thinking.
Sibo is no longer on my head, and I realize this now.
She jumped down when the battle started.
Who's
I cast
this?
Flare.
Tip to be
If I
square.
cast Flare, does it actually reach up there?
What?
If I cast Flare, would it actually reach up there?
Blair? I'm unfamiliar with the spell.
Teaching the
Oh,
DM
shit,
something now, aren't we?
Oh,
I'm just asking you if you know your spells well enough.
Oh,
Well, of course he can. He's gonna cast it. He's spent many years practicing to learn and master such a spell.
fuck. Here. Oington Skype. Let's see.
Sula, do you have a shot yet?
Oh, 25 feet. Okay, good. Plus 5 feet. every
I
two levels.
think so. It depends on where they are.
Obviously.
Oh wait, this is just light. Oh, it dazzles them too. Okay, never mind.
It's
Okay.
a burst of light,
They become fabulous.
and you can do it up to 25 feet away.
Yeah.
The trees
You
are
can
about
dazzle them,
30 feet tall.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Well, it would definitely illuminate it.
Are we just gonna try to chop down this tree?
Can you just fucking chop down the tree? If not, I'll blast it down.
I have
No,
a
no.
sword.
can we check the alchemist fire exit? Just burn it down.
Did you buy that? I don't see
Can
why.
we start burning the forest, please?
Pretty please.
Guys, that would be very nice to do to my home. Guys!
Sula's right. We can't just go ham here.
Oh, that's a good point.
I didn't say anything about ham.
Sula's home.
Sorry.
Would you like to cast Flare up into the tree?
Sure. Why not? And please take my sword out, though.
No.
No, you can't.
But I have the spell combat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you can take out your sword and fire a spell.
Okay, so I fire the spell.
Oh, wow. Dan stands underneath the tree, having put the lantern on the floor, draws his sword and shoots his left hand into the air. A glowing red and yellow spark shoots up, then slows down, starts ascending, and then explodes in a bright flash of color. You hear, ah! Hey, what was that? Yeah, blinded! And then two figures drop from the tree.
Oh god.
What are you doing over there? Hey,
Oh
get
my
up!
God.
One of them almost falls on Dan's head. Except Dan, move. I need to take my creature away from you. One of them lands on Dan, nearly lands on Dan and rolls over this way. They are both prone on the ground.
I just shoved my axe up here.
It's my turn. I can do something.
That is your whole turn. Sulatrix's turn.
Alright. She can fire her bow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? She's going to fire non-lethal damage at the one closest to
You
her.
can only do non-lethal damage with a melee weapon.
Okay, she's going to aim for the head then.
With to which
I'd
one?
like to question this one.
That one over there?
No, the other one.
The one that's
I
closer?
just shattered it.
Okay. Shots fired. It's going to be 1d20 plus 5 and then 1d8 for damage. He apparently doesn't have this in her
Me?
character sheet. Nope, it's Sula.
I said dance is coming.
Plus 8 is the damage, you said?
No, just 1d8 is the damage.
Oh.
She fires a arrow down at the fallen little sprite, and it buries itself in the snow before reaching it. It's very low.
Are you feeling alright, Sula?
They're
That was
very
kind of
small
pathetic.
and on the ground. They're hard to hit from here.
Yes, well.
Said it.
It's okay. We know you're trying, Sula.
Oops. This one gets up and starts to fly about eye level with the gnome. Hey, you're not one of us. And then from behind you. Yeah, you're a traitor. Kill her too.
Damn.
And then this one flits a step backward. And tries to fly away. Dan, you get an attack of opportunity. Jelly doesn't have his weapon out, so he doesn't. Would you like to take it?
On which one? On the one behind me?
On the one that was just leaving in front of you. Oh.
Okay, here. If I have an attack of opportunity, can it be a non-lethal
Yes.
or no?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll do that now.
Roll. Okay, so just roll it normally, and we say it's non-lethal.
Okay. Oops, my bad. Ooh.
You swing your sword at the little guy, but regardless of the anger in your heart, you kind of feel bad, like killing something this small, and you end up sticking your sword in the ground, and it's stuck there for a second. That's bad. That's a 1 on the attack and a max on the damage.
Yeah.
Now's
Hello?
not the time for feelings to get into this, Dan. They attacked you twice.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you know what you're talking about?
I like your style, says a voice from behind. as a needle goes through Axel's hood and hits him in the back of the neck. Roll a fortitude save.
Ah, fuck me. How much is that?
Roll a fortitude save. Oh,
Wait,
you don't know what it is.
One.
1d20 plus 1.
Looks like they're getting
Stupid serious. I feel like that wasn't enough.
Well, first of all, it was Sula.
Oh,
Okay.
Try it again, Axel.
Wait, does that? Okay, it's gonna be worse this time.
Worse or worth? Find out next time in ZADUS!
No!
Play Unity Pathfinder.
Really? No, it's okay. It was worth. It was worth.
We're back, and Axel starts to feel a chill spread through the back of his neck, up to his head and down his shoulders, and he goes, "What?" And he shrugs it off and he turns back behind him.
Wait, was it an arrow?
It was a small ice shard that stuck in your neck and then melted.
Ah,
It's Axel's turn.
the fuck?
how can that be work?
I turn. What is it? I turn around with my hands ablazing, and can I see what attacks me or no?
No. You know it was from that tree, though.
Tree the.
No. This one over
No?
here.
How do? Where's the ping option?
You just hold it down.
Just hold that.
Okay.
Around this tree.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I'm going to just fire a soul bolt at the base of the tree.
Okay, so pick a square to start at. Use the ruler to
where's
point
the-
at a square.
Where's the base? I know. The ruler. I'm going to fire it here.
Okay, and then
Wait,
this-
is it this tree or this tree?
you turned around and you couldn't tell.
Okay, this one.
Okay, so that one, that's going to be your center square. You're also going to roll a D9. And then we'll start from the center. We go north, and then we go counterclockwise. And that's the square that you hit. Okay?
I'm just gonna let this happen. Alright, so wait, soul bolt first or D9 first?
So well, it starts here. And then it goes, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then,
Okay, I get you.
so roll the soul bolt, and then roll the D9. Actually, roll the, yeah. Soul bolt, and then the
Oh.
D9.
Well, I think I hit it.
If you pick the right square.
D9. Ha! Damn.
1, 2, 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You fire up into the branches, getting the edges of the tree, hoping that it's like on the edges, like looking down at you. Some of the as your hands glow and a blue crescent leaves the force of both of your hands pushed forward, branches and dead twigs fall off, snow collapses to the ground. Nice shot.
You cheeky bastard.
Would you like to do anything else?
Hmm,
Would you like to roll a
Very
perception
tempted.
in that direction?
Yes.
Roll a
I
perception
was very
in that
tempted
direction.
to. Oh, well. That was close.
Really? Wow, you as you're looking up, the snow settles. Oops. Like through the glit of the snow, you see a little figure with his hand on his hip. He's got little spiky hair, and he's standing right there, about like 15 feet above you on a dead branch.
Oh, I'm gonna murder the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna murder the fuck out of you.
okay, we'll try to save one of these ones.
Oh, it's on. How about you stop coming from all that get down from that tree and fight like a man. Or a
Because I'm not a man,
creature.
and neither are you.
you know nothing of me.
He's a woman.
Hey, let's get out of here.
He's a girl.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. You're more fun than the crows. Which are the black
Crows
feathery
fight
things
back.
all around down here. This one on the ground shoots her palm facing upward from the ground and fires colors. A menagerie of color and smoke that engulfs both Jelly and Dan. Roll a fortitude save.
God, they're trying to get you to turn into hippies.
Damn.
That's fun.
Oh, my bad. Ignore those.
Shouldn't this aggravate you since...
First one. Wait, no, never mind. Those, that's it. Those didn't have modifiers, my bad.
You
There we go.
Is that your fortitude
No,
save?
okay.
Do you really have a 0 to your fortitude?
Yes.
No, your
20.
fortitude is 5. And
my
Jelly's
45.
fortitude... Oh, wait. Is it a fortitude or a will? Why don't
thought
I
my
know
fortitude
this?
is 3, what the heck?
Come on, Mr. DM.
I know.
I'm just teasing you, I'm sorry.
I have to look it up. Oh, I'm so bad at this game.
Pretty sure my foot.
My fortitude's 10.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, 5. What the heck?
Is there something in our abilities and attributes that say fort?
Yes.
I don't see that.
Oh, it's a will save. It is a will save. I'm really bad at this
not
game.
looking at the character.
So, Dan, your will save is 3, and Jelly, your will save is 2.
Oh, so my roll's bad.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh,
That's
my
a D3.
God.
Do I have to roll 3 like double X?
No, you just have to roll 1, because Double X likes rolling dice.
That face.
It's an accident.
Double X, roll your 1d20 plus 2. Or
It's
plus 3.
D20 plus D20 plus 3.
You can't use that roll.
Why not?
Because that's what you thought
It's
your
too good.
fortitude was.
God
Oh,
damn.
well.
In the midst of the battle, Axel pulls out an orange from his hood. The back of his hood.
As the
Looks like me and
spray,
Jelly.
as the colored spray covers both of you, Dan manages to move, wave it out of his hands, but Jelly is engulfed by it, spins around, his whole world is just filled with color. He starts tripping balls and he passes out.
You know, I'd call out her name in this chat to just test, but we don't know it. Damn it, you fool! Why didn't you just hold your breath?
I can't believe it.
Jelly stands up because it was a mind-affecting attack, and holding my breath wouldn't have helped. And then he passes out. She passes out again.
I was very mindful of the past gently.
Jelly's really committed to being passed out.
Wait, no, he's okay.
You are unconscious, and it is Jelly's turn. You are unconscious. Dan's turn. Oh, and then this thing starts to crawl away in this direction.
Say that again, sorry? I missed that.
You do not get an attack of opportunity because of
What'd
the
you say?
shift. Oh wait, nope, can't shift while prone. So yes, it's crawling, so you get an attack of opportunity. And instead it
Okay.
crawls this way.
What? Okay. Okay, I'll take the non-leaf.
Yes, you can take the non-leaf route.
Alright.
Oh, well, it
You
hit.
swing your longsword as the thing starts to crawl away. Like the smoke is just clearing in front of your face. You're like, there you are, and you smack it with the blunt side of your sword at the back of its head, and it stumbles forward, and then it keeps crawling. Hey, hey, hey! And it is Zula's turn.
Let's see. Sula is going to notice that Dan is trying to not kill that one thing, so it's not going to aim for it. But instead, she will try and hit the one that's in the branch.
We should try to keep at least one of these alive.
It's also glowing lightly.
Lightly?
Yes, and I'm fixing that. Whop. There we go. Yeah, that's a dim light. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, what? Sulatrix smells the air. Roll a perception check.
Oh, no.
Wait, is
Did
her
not
plus
do
6
that.
also?
Yes.
Sweet.
Smell the air.
They work.
Axel's hair smells good enough to chew on.
What was that, Sula?
Nothing. Why is she smelling the air, by the way?
I don't know. I was just bored.
What else does she do?
She, takes aim.
And fires?
Yes,
Do you
at
remember
the thing in the tree.
Do you remember it?
Well, wait. Time out. I have a question. Is Sula able to go stealth and then attack, or does she have to first go stealth and then attack?
You mean the invisible stealth, or the just crawling around stealth?
Whichever one gives her the increased damage.
You can try really hard to roll a stealth kind of bluff thing, because he's looking down, and then she's going to try to blend in with the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So she would roll that first.
Oh, but she could attack right after. That'd be good, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's her stealth?
It's pretty high.
It would be Dex?
It's a +9.
Oh. Damn.
Ooh!
Is that just
Sula
enough?
ducks down into the snow, ducks down into the snow, kicks up some of the snow as a feint, and her white fur blends in, and he looks cool up there standing on his branch, but he's actually lost track of her. And you can move
Oh, okay.
3 squares from there,
Mm-hmm.
because you're moving stealthily, so it's half speed, and then take a shot. So where would you have liked to move during your stealth?
It's not like the closer I get, the more damage it does, right?
Right, but I prefer you not be in the any of the lidded areas
Yeah, yeah.
besides self-illumination.
She'd probably move a bit back here or something, just to assure that he can follow to assure he doesn't know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And then she can aim from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then she will fire her thing plus stealth. So it'd be roll
1d20 plus 5, 1d8 for damage, and then 1d6 for sneak attack.
And then 1d6, you said? Ah, fuck.
Yes.
Where'd all the volume go? Ah, thank God. Does it completely fuck up because she rolled a 1?
It's only on the damage. It's the attack roll that you have to worry about rolling ones on. She hides in the flurry of snow, and then an arrow comes out of nowhere, and he's like, it hits him right in the shoulder. He never saw it coming. He teeters a little bit, and then curses.
Good job.
Looks like a
Wherever.
challenge.
God, I'd expect these things to have no health considering their size.
You were kind of warned about really terrible things in the snow. This might be one of them. They don't seem to hurt
Probably.
much, but they're resilient as all hell.
Yeah, they're a bitch. Can't wait to fire.
The one in the south shifts away, and then begins to flit away at top speed. Hey, I'm getting help. Yeah.
Hey, that's not okay.
Yeah, get Thoffin.
Time for you.
I'll take care of these guys. and then it flits away as fast as possible. Double X gets one more strike at it.
I'm like, murder it.
Who?
The one in the south who's fleeing off the battle map.
Sure.
Kill it if you have.
Alright, I've given you plenty of time.
I want to see the most beastly thing ever. Oh my god! Yes, yes.
Oh my god! I want to make sure the audience like sees this.
She has like a dodge of 16 or something, I bet.
No. No.
Uh,
It's 17. It starts to flee, turning its back on Dan. Dan capitalizes and takes the backside of his sword and does the longest range backhand known to man, hitting it in the back of the head. It spins around as its wings slow down and then flitter as it falls into the snow and is completely unconscious.
unconscious.
Good. That's one not dead. Now.
Wait, out of character. Do we know that this is unconscious, or does it just appear unconscious to us, or what?
You hit it with
hit
a
it with
non-lethal. You really hoped you didn't kill it because it's not moving.
Okay, cool.
You can roll a heal check on it to see if it's still breathing. Later.
Fine.
Hey, let's play. The one up here moves his hands around, casting a spell, and then 4 lights appear all around the tree.
God, I know exactly what's happening.
Calling its army.
No, it's disguising itself as the light.
One shot, one shot. Axel, it's your turn.
Let's try 2 shots instead. I'll fire a rapid shot.
Make it a barrage of 2 shots.
Shut
A
up.
2-shot barrage.
Dan, while I appreciate what you've done so far, now's not the time. I have to concentrate.
Of course, it has a 1-second cast time.
Shut the fuck up.
Choose 2 of the lights.
I will choose this one and this one. Actually, yeah. No. If I were that beast, I would probably be anywhere but there, so I'd pick that one and that one.
Okay. You steady yourself, channeling all of your entire turn into firing these 2 shots. 2 blue crescents shoot forth from your hands, one right after the other, and they pass through the first light and right by the second.
Yeah.
Cheater, still a loser.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
This one.
I suggest while you still have those lights up, you run. I will not be as nice as my friend.
Dan has a look of determination on his face.
Are you gonna remove 2 of the lights, or is he gonna be able to continuously just...
And
Damn
it's
it,
Jelly's
Zeno.
turn.
Why
Jelly,
did
you're
you
unconscious.
shoot an arrow?
Dan's turn.
Jelly, stop being unconscious, will you?
Oh, you're not getting away. Okay, so 6, right?
Yep.
Can I move through Jelly's unconscious body?
Yeah, you can just step over it.
Hey!
2, 3. Did I see anything yet?
No, you saw the light disappear down the pathway.
Right.
The light seemed to dim itself as it was fleeing as well.
Okay, what I'm
I
asking
totally
is,
missed
I
that it
walk,
was
like,
Sulatrix that fired 2 soul bolts. Son of a...
I noticed that too. What?
4, 5. Do I see anything yet?
No, like, she's gone.
Plan, whatever.
Good job, Sula.
Would you like to chase after it?
It's not like we get. No.
If you would like to chase after it, the camera would stay here, and then we would go join up with you in a minute. As you just, like, at top speed, using 2 movement actions per turn, follow this thing.
Do it, Dan. We'll be fine.
Will I be able to see though? That's the thing.
You currently have your lantern on the floor over there, and you're following this little glowing ball through a dark forest.
Oh, it's a glowing ball. Okay, sure.
It's
Ah!
it used to be glowing a little bit brighter, but it dimmed itself as it left. Okay, and Dan is following it. So we'll join up with Dan later. For now, it
Make
is
sure you got that one, go.
Sulatrix's turn.
Right. Now, we should have Axel fire the arrows, and Sulatrix suddenly developed soul bolt powers.
Right? Make sure it's the right characters.
You could almost say that the powers were arcane shifted through Sula.
I hate you. Dan, you're not allowed to talk, you're not here. I can hear it from very far away.
You could say that the powers were arcane shifted.
Was it, Sula's going to do the stealth again.
Let's do the stealth thing again. You cannot see him, so you cannot judge your reaction to Sula's stealth move. Move up to 3 squares.
I think these guys
That's
should
way
just do
too
one.
much.
That's not 3 squares. I count each 2x2 as a square. Excuse me? It is a square.
And she will... She can fire at one of the things, right?
Yes.
And did the other 2 disappear, or are they still there?
They're still there. You didn't destroy the lights, and he's not going to help you by doing process of elimination for you.
Bastard.
Look at that shoe shot barrage triple kill.
There's only one of them. So she's going to roll the 1d20?
Yep.
Is it 1d20?
1d20 plus 5 for her longbow.
Okay.
But not
And
the
then-
longu. And then 1d8 for damage.
1, 2. And does she get the stealth bonus or no?
You don't know. But roll it anyway.
Oh my god.
Your arrows are terrible.
What the fuck, Sula? It's the same thing as last time. Uncle Jay.
She fires at the closest light. It passes through that light. You hear it.
Bob said-
Ah!
Yeah.
It appears, the arrow goes through the light and strikes a very dim fairy on the branch behind, in the center of them all, as it falls to the ground. Good shot. And then it
Oh god,
dies.
it died.
He goes, GG.
GG. Reporting team for leaving.
Folks report AFK dude.
So wait, do we have like free reign now?
Yes, Jelly, you start to wake up,
Axel will go
and
for-
you're blind.
And Sula's going to...
I'm blind.
You're blind. You're completely blind. What is Axel doing?
He's going towards the dead thing to like pick it up and kind of muddle curses at it.
Eat it.
And yeah.
Eat it.
Well, what do I?
I'll eat the target to use power.
Like,
Does it-
I can't
what
give you I guess I can give you control of it if you really wanted. Yeah, I'll just give you control
Not
of
really.
it.
Okay. But what is it? Can I roll perception on it?
Yeah. Anything you're looking for specifically?
Just anything beside clothes it would be having. I don't know. Anything that I can make of use.
Okay, you look through it.
Probably should.
You find.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Wait, do I have to roll a perception or no? Or am I just having
yes.
enough time?
Oh, you just take enough time as you like pick it up and it like fits in your hand, like maybe a little bit bigger than your hand. I think I just saw a spider on the wall.
Tell me
You notice it has like the tiniest toothpick of a short sword, and it has about 16 really tiny arrows, but the tips are frosted like little snowflakes. This like a really tiny longbow, like you could probably crush this thing if you were handling it too not delicately. But on a large pouch on his side is 14 gold pieces, like in a backpack.
That was convenient. I'll take that.
the gold pieces are probably like bigger than his dagger.
Like seriously, this thing is listed as diminutive, and I know how big diminutive is, and yet it gave it 14 gold on as gear, and I'm like, sure, why not? It's in a backpack. It's like all of its carrying capacity is in these friggin' like 15 coins.
I can imagine like this is how big the backpack is. This is how big the gold pieces are.
Yeah, it's just stuffed full with gold for a total of 14. The other one, and then what? Toss it over your shoulder and let it fall into the snow.
Yeah, just kind of like. And kind of
blind.
What's Sula Trix doing? I sent Sula to kind of look at Jelly, but
Jelly is not looking at Sula because Jelly cannot see.
I'm blind.
but Jelly can talk.
Yes, Jelly can talk. Jelly's awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh no. Oh no.
I want to pick up this other dead thing. Or not dead thing.
It is, as you pick it up, it is barely breathing. One by one, the lights wink out from the tree. The sun rod glowing on the ground on the trail.
Alright, well, finally, I'm going to... Wait, I have it in my hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick up Double X's lantern, and I think we should all start heading towards Double X.
And you're just gonna carry it with you?
Yeah. The lantern in one hand and the thingy in the other hand.
And Jelly can see again.
What?
Although he seems to be moving really slowly, he's staggered.
Jumps on head.
Jumps on head.
Staggered.
You're staggered. You can only take one action, so if everybody else starts moving quickly, you can't keep up right now.
Helpful.
Helpful. Do you guys
We
leave Jelly behind, or do you go at the speed of your slowest character?
I think that Sula maybe should go ahead to help Double X. Actually, I don't think Double X needs help. Do you need help, Double X? I don't think you need help.
I think I should go after Mr. No, what the heck is his name? This nickname for him?
Mule.
Mr.
Mr. Pack Mule.
Yeah.
I'll go get him. You stay with Lil Funny Girl. Blue hair chick. I don't remember the nickname, and then she turns into a fox and she
Yes, sir.
runs off.
Miss Mexi.
Miss Smexy.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Someone's watched it. Did you really get rid of the token by getting it too far off the screen?
No.
Bring it back!
So the lantern light is now on Axel, right?
I'll save him sometime.
There you go. And Axel and Jelly, you'll be moving a bit slower for a little while. But let's go on to the next part.
Not there.
I killed bomb.
And I throw the lantern at the tree.
As Dan is running. Oh, I'll move Sula off this map for a while. As Dan is running, he comes to a clearing. The light starts to flicker and dim, and he ends up in this clearing out here. And standing before him is a glorious white stag.
Nom nom nom.
Eat it.
You travel
taken aback.
quickly through these woods, traveler.
Who are you?
I am the protector of this forest.
Good job.
You may call me
How
the
do I
White
know you're
Stag.
telling the truth?
You can roll an insight check to see if he's telling the truth. See
Insight.
if the talking white stag is telling the truth.
God, that's why I'm taken aback, I guess. Insight, is that the same thing as...
Yes, it's insight, sorry. Different edition.
Insight.
Oh.
What
Thank
is
you.
that equal to in mine? Insight.
Accio bomb.
What should I roll instead of insight?
Which one?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have two.
I don't have an insight skill.
Sense motive.
Ah, right. Okay, one.
Beautiful now. Look at your beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. And Sibo comes out of nowhere. Dun 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 dun.
You, Challenger!
Oops. That's alright.
Do the Lion King scene.
That was it. Like,
You have no reason to distrust this glorious creature. Also, I'm getting rid of the turn order. It shouldn't be there anymore.
Do you know what happened to the thingy I was chasing?
I did not see anything come through here. You should slow yourself. There are dangers in these woods now. Tell me, why have
Why
you
exactly is
come to
happening to
my
this?
forest?
Someone was taken from me, someone very important. By the
Hmm.
creatures that I was chasing. Winter touched sprite.
How do I know you
Uh-huh.
are telling me true? You carry a sharp sword, and I am but a stag.
I have no reason. You have no reason to trust me, I suppose. The same way I have no reason to trust you. You're a talking stag, for goodness sake.
Would you believe I get that a lot? The stag throws its head back and laughs. Then it closes its mouth and starts speaking again.
And puts his sword away.
I thank you. And it is about that time that Sula is bounding up on them.
Shouldn't Sula technically know him?
Hey,
Here
Mr.
comes Sula to make
Packmeal!
everything-
I'm gonna let
Sula,
Axel
hi.
roleplay Sula since I'm roleplaying the stag right now.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mr. Packmeal.
Is
You
he
managed to
Sula?
catch
Did you
up to the
manage-
thing?
Ah, another creature of my woods.
Now hold on. You're a creature of my woods.
I beg your pardon.
This is my home.
It is my home as well.
I was
am
here
guardian
first,
of
mister.
this forest.
Well, you're not doing a good job.
Well, if it is your home, then it is also your fault, is it not?
So it is my home. Wait. You win this
The
time.
stack goes. Yes, screw this charade! Get
Hop
him!
onto Delvex's house or head and keep talking to him. What are you doing anyway?
Hold on, I don't think you heard me.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
I don't think you... What?
It goes. Whoa, sorry,
Oh,
that's
God.
really big.
What the fuck is that? What is this? What is this?
Holy shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Everybody stop moving. Everybody roll initiative for the two that are on the board.
Oh my...
Where'd the grid go?
I'm putting it back because I can't resize if the grid is on.
I can't believe this. Oh my...
Holy flabbergasting!
Holy flabbergasting.
I'm not very good at words.
And you are over here. As a
What?
shot
What?
is fired into Sula, roll a fortitude save.
Wait, I didn't roll
Oh.
initiative yet. It's just 1d20, right?
Plus your dexterity.
Plus your deck.
Oh, plus 5.
Can't be 8 or Sula or something ridiculous.
Is it 8?
I don't know.
What?
Zeno?
Her initiative
What?
is plus 5.
Not bad.
Close enough.
Close enough.
And
Gotta
then
catch 'em.
roll... Then it's 1d20 plus...
Oh, she's gonna go first.
Well, maybe second. What's my fortitude save?
Just a 23. Yep, she's definitely going second.
No, I was talking about the Sula.
Oh, I was talking about the freaking giant thing.
No.
And Sula has a 10. Sula's fortitude is a...
1.
No, it's gotta be higher than that. No, it's a 1. Yep, it's a 1.
Oh god. Oh, dear
The shot that catches her by
That's
surprise in the base, like in the nape of her back. Oh, that's a really cool
Nipple?
effect, but it shouldn't be. And
The
you
nipple
are
of the back.
chilled to the bone. You are dazed first.
Ah,
And you also have frostbite.
Mr. Packmule, I'm not feeling too hot. Actually, I'm feeling kind of cold. The creature is unable to attack. A dazed creature cannot take actions, but has no penalty to AC. You know what? I think you should fight this one. Really coming through on the fidget kind of idea.
The freaking giant thing's turn now.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Mash the button!
The buttons do something!
Mr. Packmule, do something!
Use
I'm waiting.
everything
Well,
you've
it's
learned.
the talking stag and the freaking giant thing's turn.
I like how it's like turn order, picture, picture, damn, picture.
Oh, I should change that. Oh, well, later. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make it so that you guys can see their names.
Cool beans. Sure. Ah, that's cute.
Sure,
As in
sure.
Nashor. They're in Nashor.
Oh my god. I feel like this is just one back League of Legends joke.
You know, this
Zeno said there are gonna be
I'll talk to you about
That's
it
his
later.
name, Stag.
Stag.
Stag tested.
Stag
That's the one I
tested. Stag tested, player approved. Suddenly, a figure appears, grasping Dan's sword. And it begins to shrink and shrink and becomes like
The sword?
a cloth-like. Yeah, his sword shrinks so much it becomes cloth-like and barely and fits just outside of his palm.
Nice dagger.
It then flits behind the stag.
me the sword. Looks like it's Dan's time to shine.
Get him!
My turn?
The stag
Sector.
lowers its head and gores you with
What?
with the antlers on its head.
Gore's Dan?
Holy crap.
Really cool,
Dan
Dan.
is
I'm
looking-
looking.
Yeah, because I have to roll the
I
damage
rolled,
twice.
I rolled a freaking 17.
I know, but I have to roll the damage twice on a critical.
Crit?
That's so weird.
Oh wait,
God.
I sorted numerically. When did you roll a... I see a 9 there.
I rolled a 17. When I
He
did
rolled a
special attack.
17 before that.
Oh,
I'm talking
why
about-
did you roll the 6 plus 3 then?
That was initiative.
Yes, your initiative is 9. 6 plus 3.
Oh, I was all like, he's attacking me? Oh man, I rolled a 17 for sense motive.
Oh, for sense motive. Yeah, it rolled higher than you.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to the thing at hand. It lowers its antlers and rams the sharp points into Dan for... how many hit points are you at?
I'm at 9.
Don't tell
Oh,
me you're at
God.
9.
I think we're gonna need a miracle save from Jelly again.
It gores you for 12 damage.
Oh, God.
It pokes Dan full of holes, lifting him off the ground, and then shoots its head, like shakes its head forward again, and Dan's bleeding, unconscious body rolls onto the floor.
What?
Sula is dazed, and at the end of her turn, she is no longer dazed. Dan, roll a Constitution check to save against death.
Constitution is 5 on my end, right?
No, that's a Fortitude, I believe. Your Constitution is 3.
Yeah. Well,
Mr.
okay, got it.
don't die.
I'm already I can't hear you. Unconscious.
She's
Fuck
dazed.
me,
She doesn't. She's dazed right now. She doesn't exactly understand the situation that's at hand.
Oh, stay. To roll a... Oh, no, that's good. Above
Your
10 is
will
good,
to
right?
fight is strong, and you do not lose another hit point.
The stag shouldn't technically attack me because he's a guardian of the forest, right?
That
And I am.
totally wasn't a lie by the fairy that was on its back just a second ago.
I don't even. Oh, it was on its back. Oh, it was talking. I missed that part.
No, you were supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Axel and Jelly can now roll initiative, as they have
thank God.
ran onto the scene. Dan is on the ground. Dan is bleeding. Dan is not moving. Sula is spinning around, her hands out to her sides, going, "Woo!"
1d20. Wait, what is it? What is the initiative again?
Yeah, I
so
clicked
bad.
shore instead of stag. Stag's right next to it. Oh. And Jelly's initiative is plus 3.
What's my initiative again added onto?
5.
5.
Jelly, you can start playing again. Roll.
Twinsy.
Initiative.
Roll
Oh,
one
wait, that's
d20
Sulitrix.
plus 3.
Alright, I'm back on pixel now.
3.
Sulitrix did it.
Yes.
Sulitrix rolled.
1d20 plus 3 is it?
Ah. Oh good, you forgot 3. Ah.
Oh crap. I mean, oh crap.
Oh wait, can I change this value? Sweet, you're welcome.
That's easier to save the day.
Alright.
And Axel, I'm still waiting on your initiative.
What I re-rolled? Oh, that's a Sulitrix, that's why you didn't know.
Yes, sorry.
Should I re-roll it or no?
I'll just take it. 15.
Okay. Alright, put it in.
Oh, you're not allowed to.
No,
Okay.
there's 2 axles! 2 axles!
This one turns and goes, hey, it's Big Sis! Whoa, undo.
And then grew. Damn. Was she supposed to grow?
No.
Is that the same winter type sprite from before?
Hey, I'm not allowed to tell you.
Wait,
Oh.
before we start, I'd like to make a note that prior to arriving here, I tied the imp to a tree with the chain I had, or whatever it is.
Oh, then you're not arriving for another round at least.
Okay, never mind then. Well, wait, what is it? Do I have it in my hand still?
Yes, you still have it in your
That's
hand.
what you said.
How long is it going to be unconscious? Do I know?
You don't.
I think I should take the chance then and tie it to a tree so it doesn't escape or
Like,
help
Okay,
in this battle.
So you
I
and
did like a
Jelly
max rule.
will arrive next round.
I think that it's like...
Wait,
you
why can't
instantly-
Jelly just go on it without me?
I'm slow, remember?
Oh yeah. The price we pay Jelly for being safe.
Okay, so for now, this one moves. It shoots at Sulitrix again. Sulitrix is affected with Frostbite right now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was hit last time. Sure. I got so many moves to do here. Roll a fortitude
See
save
that?
for Sula.
Oh, yes. Fortitude save is +1. Roll 1d20 +1. Yes! That's gotta be good.
She
That's
fights
so
off
close
the
to
cold
her.
this time.
This time. Hashtag keyword of the
The
day.
little fairy stands, flits over to the stag's head, stands on it, and goes, "Let's put you in your place."
Oh,
It points at Sula. And roll a
Like-
will save.
what is that? 1d20 plus. What is it? What's my will? Do I know?
Plus 1.
+1. Yes, I can. Wait, Axel rolled that time. At least Axel's will is doing well.
Well, Axel's will is doing quite well. So roll it again.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a weird feeling that Sula's not gonna.
It's gonna be like 1 + 1.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
This guy glares at you as thoughts of himself growing, yourself shrinking, start to dance in your mind. You feel yourself literally getting smaller, and then you realize, no, you're not.
No, what's happening to?
Oh wait, no.
Hey, what are you doing?
The adventures of Chibi
The stag.
Axel. Chibi Axel.
Paws at the ground. Stack paws at the ground and charges forward towards Sula.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt a fuck ton, isn't it?
It tries to gore Sula with its antlers, and Sula ducks underneath them, sliding like on against like snow. It missed.
Good move, Zeno.
Thank you, Mr. Funny Man.
I miss you.
Even with everything going on. Thank you, Mr.
Now you guys show up.
Hey, we're here, Jilly.
Hey, sympathy.
Sula, what's going on, and why is Dan covered in blood?
Stagface isn't very nice, and them two are mean too.
I don't know what to say. I completely expected this.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, I'm completely leaving it from guilt.
We could all just leave right now and be completely alleviated from guilt.
Let's go.
Sula, roll a fortitude save.
Just leave, Axel.
Oh, screw this. Later.
Uh-oh.
The chill takes over her this time, piercing her just left of her heart. She is now frostbitten. I'm going to represent with a green, because I can. And dazed for this round. So make sure you look up the frostbitten conditions.
Tiggs cannot moves at
Don't
half
read
speed,
them
cannot
out
around
loud.
or
Don't read them out
trench.
loud. Hey, that'll teach you.
Hey, Jelly, take care of that giant ox thing.
So
What are you
there's
eating?
more.
Oh my god, are you eating? We tied it to a tree for a reason. What are you doing?
No. No. It's so delicious.
It's getting to be too much trouble. Axel, roll a will save.
Will save. That is slash roll 1d20 plus my will, which is Axel attributes. Wisdom is 2. Wait, did I do that right? Are will and wisdom the same thing?
No.
No, my will is 4. Oh.
Because it's a natural 20, I'll take it, but make sure you switch your characters next time.
What? I did no fuck. Oh my god.
It tries to enter your mind. You can feel it like probing at your mind, like you're so tiny. I'm the big one here, and it's like flitting like in front of your face, and you look at it and go, "Fuck off." It spits, not at you, just onto the ground. The small spittle freezes over before it even hits the ground, as it turns back to the stag and nods. The stag turns around and tries to reel and kick with both of its hooves. Sula slides out of the way of the first one and ducks and jumps over the next. She's like hovering in midair, Matrix dodge style, even though she's like super frostbitten. Dan, go ahead and roll a 40 Constitution save. Totally forgot that you're dying over there. Sorry.
Good thing he remembered.
Good thing he remembered he was dying. Yay!
That seems pretty good. That seems like he's not dying.
Axel's turn. This thing is holding like a needle-sized rapier.
I have nothing to say to you. Wait, do I have to charge up my hand thing first? Well,
Well, you were carrying something, so you had it off.
okay, well.
You can drop the little thing on the ground, charge up your hands, take the attack
Wait,
of
charge the
opportunity,
thing on my
and
hand?
then fire.
No,
it.
I don't have it in my hands anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Put it
So,
back. Right, so...
so you probably charged them on your way over here then.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, so you can rapid shot if you don't want to move, but you're gonna take an attack if you do it from there.
Good point. I need to not do that again. So I'm going to step back here.
5-foot step?
Is that allowed?
Yes, that is. That you get a free one of those unless you move more. Then it's a movement. And do you... one shot or two?
Rapid shot.
2 shots. Go for it.
Okay.
It stares at you, and it's like, get smaller, and you're like, get fucked. You blast it, and you shoot for 2 rays, or 2 crescents, which is completely unnecessary, as the first one was enough to completely engulf it, like vaporizing the creature. It doesn't even hit the ground, it's just gone. Wait, it's a bludgeoning? Okay, so instead it flies backward.
No, I have a choice.
Oh yeah, when you made it, what kind is it?
It was slashing.
Slashing.
Yeah, I just have it slashing on by default.
Okay,
Or
so
the-
we'll do the multiple pieces thing.
Okay.
As as it flits there, you throw 2 of them at it. It slices into, like, it stops for a second, and then falls into 2 pieces, 1 left and 1 right.
Did I get a choice to send one to a different direction or no?
Yes. As the first one
Okay.
struck it, the second one goes to... Wait, oh, you can, but make sure next time you declare that before rolling. Like, if this one kills it, then do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can do that just by default. It's not like I can either choose to almost kill it or choose to...
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to declare it before you make the roll, though, next time. So for this
Oh,
time, where do you
before
want
I
these...
make the roll, so it's just not... Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So then it is Jelly's turn. Jelly?
Oh, wildly. Charge the stag! Charge!
Roll him. The little gnome takes out her oversized great axe. Roll a melee attack roll.
Can I go berserk, please?
Oh yeah, go berserk. Do it. Click the rage button.
I don't know where the rage button is. There is no rage button.
Is this good because we haven't gotten to see Jelly attack anything yet, unfortunately?
Go to your journal. Go to your character. Go to attributes and abilities. Click the checkbox next to rage and great axe with rage. That way you'll be able to click the button at the bottom of the screen and go raging.
Wait. Chick. Great axe. Chick rage.
Check great axe with rage. Because that's the one you're going to be rolling now.
Yep.
Okay, and then there
Didn't
should
know
be
what I
buttons
did.
at the bottom of your screen. Do it. Oh,
Did I
and
do
click
something?
click the raging button too.
End rage button.
Yeah. No, not end rage. The start rage.
Stops raging. I can only imagine what the first one is.
I
Do you have a rage one?
don't know what you're talking about, man.
Okay, Jelly starts raging. Then he runs forward. What's your battle cry? That's exactly what I thought it was. He swings his great axe at the stag. Are you going to kill or are you going to subdue?
Kill.
You swing the great axe. You cleave a huge gash across it. It does not... Ooh, wow. It does not fall, but... It took a huge amount of damage. And it is Sulatrix's turn. She is chilled, she is frosted, she
Is
is
she not-
blowing
but she's
cold
not
air
dazed.
out on her hand, like out into the air.
But she's not dazed anymore, right?
Oh, yes she is. She was hit last turn, so she was dazed. And now, dazed condition, no longer dazed. Dan's turn. And roll a constitution check.
Dan rolls a constitution check. Wait, he's here. He's here to roll
Dan,
a
roll
constitution
a constitution check.
Yes, I'm looking. What's really funny? I had no idea, but someone is over, and I just met their dog, and their dog's name is Axel.
Now, quick question. Does the dog put internet videos on to the YouTubes, or does the dog...
He's
Also-
black, like, retriever.
Oh, so not me.
I was like, what the heck? There's a freaking dog here. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Axel.
Like
Double
one of
X.
those things.
Have Dan roll a constitution save.
Very good.
I did already.
Good.
15.
You lose a health point. No, you succeed.
You should have lied and rolled again.
I thought it was plus. I thought it was if it's above 10.
I know. I was kidding.
I was kidding.
Obs.
Damn. I'm -5 now.
I thought you were at -3.
No, I was at -4 after the 12 hit me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm now at -4.
yeah.
That's right. Suck at math in life.
It's okay.
Clearly,
It
the
fires
back is
at
up.
it fires at the slowly freezing Sula. Roll a fortitude save and take a fortitude save. You.
Oh my god.
You take 1 point of non-lethal frost-bitten damage.
No.
As I'm terrible.
You bastard.
This
Am I-
thing died
you-
quickly. The stag looks around wildly and begins to go berserk.
Alright. Watch out.
It's copying you.
I'm fucking...
I'll copy.
It swings its horns around, trying to get like the first thing. It sees Jelly and it gores at him for 7 damage.
Jelly, no.
Ha! Is that all you got?
That's beautiful. Zeno.
Axel's turn.
I'm gonna fucking kill all these things. Alright, so I'm going to move here, and I'm gonna do the rapid shot again, but I'm going to, if the one kills the stag, I'm going to aim the other one at the other creature.
Okay,
At
gonna do it from
shore.
there.
Yes.
All right, go for
I
it.
can hit it from there, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right up next to it. It gores at you for the attack of opportunity, and it takes you for 6 damage with its antlers.
I moved way
Stop
too
firing
fast.
ranged and melee!
I know.
And Sula Trick,
It's 'cause I
stop
can-
firing
it's
soul
'cause-
bolts. It's confusing.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sorry, I'll let you do the soul bolts from now on. Roll it again. Axel is now doing the soul bolts.
It's not fair.
The first one
What?
tears through. The first one tears through the beast, taking it off at the neck. The second one, he turns, makes a vertical slash downward. He goes and it aims right for the other sprite. It's like, hey, hey! The earth is still around our heroes.
Dan! God dang it!
Earth is still, bro.
Roll
What do I
a
have to
heal
do?
check to stabilize him.
What's my heal? Do I know? 1d20.
Oh,
Actually, no, wait. That was your turn. We're gonna
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going in turns. Jelly,
That's no good.
try to heal him.
You guys won? Good job.
Try to heal him.
Do you want to try to
I can
heal
do
him?
it
You don't
basically.
have to.
No, quickly. See to Dan's wounds. I don't wish to have to carry him back.
How do I potion?
You
Heal
can use a
check?
potion on him, yes. Are you gonna use your
Yeah, I'll use
potion
a
or his
potion
potion?
I
Just
use
did
my
what?
potion.
You use
They
your
will
potion.
my potion.
Okay. You walk over to him. Axel's just taking care of everything for us. Triple kill.
Was it a
And
50
then,
kill? No, wait, no. She stole my quadrant.
Jelly, while still raging, is like, takes out a potion, jams Dan's jaw down, slams the potion into his mouth, and is like, drink it! Shakes his head, the bottle, like, empties into his mouth, and...
Calm down, gnome.
Ah! And Dan coughs and sputters out at 8 hit points, feeling his body warm from the center and life return to him. 8 hit points.
So since I'm at -4, is that 4
No,
or
you're
8?
at total. You're at total 8. Any healing starts at 0.
Nice.
Welcome back
Okay.
from... Welcome back from the world of the dead.
Welcome back, my friend.
Maybe you should
Does that-
hit the stop raging button while you're still on your turn, Jelly.
Jelly continues
over
to
the
rage about
bag.
going, just like standing there, like fuming.
I look over at the stag.
Jelly,
What do you trusted after?
you feel
Unfortunately,
extremely
what happened?
dizzy, but extremely satisfied as well.
Fortunately enough, we don't have much answers from these dead carcasses. But thankfully enough, the one that you managed to knock out is still kicking.
Okay, like I trust.
Okay, so I don't
Where
have
is
a
it?
map. I don't have a map for it. So we're gonna. Do you want to go back and question the sprite?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, let me go! It's struggling against the chains on the floor while the 4 of you like stand around it. Well, 3 of you stand around it. Sibo kind of sits on somebody's head. Really, really cold. In fact, inside Axel's hood.
Hey, Mr. Funny Man. I would have thought that you were bald under here. Say nothing to no one.
That's totally
So-
not
oh,
the
there,
same
okay.
sprite.
I'm gonna. I look at it. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I know you've been taking people, and I want you to tell me where.
I didn't take no one anywhere.
Okay, maybe you did.
Can we have Sula run the thing since she has the charisma and such? No.
I can still talk though.
No, I know. I was talking to Zeno.
Oh wait, what you want?
Hmm?
Oh no, you're doing this one because I don't want to ask myself questions.
Good point. What is it? Hold on,
Maybe it
I
wasn't
have to
other
roll
witches
first, right?
that sprites took someone very important to me, along with other people in the village.
I don't know where they took the fancy lady. The crows were being bothersome here, so we taught them a lesson.
No one said anything about her being fancy.
She was quite fancy. I'll give her that.
That's not the point, Dan.
Doesn't matter if she was fancy or not. She's just another human.
You know something.
I told you what I know just now. Obviously.
What is it? Is Sibo better at charming or better at intimidating? Because I feel like if he was good at charming, he'd also have good intimidator now. Is that wrong?
She is equally good at all of those things.
That's what I felt like.
Yeah, bluff,
I haven't
diplomacy,
got
and
it.
intimidate all have a +9.
Okay, so plus
Oh,
9.
You're a winter touch sprite by nature.
God damn
You
it.
must have been created by
Oh wait,
someone.
no, that was Axel.
Aha!
What was Dan saying?
I said, you are winter touched, right? You must have made a deal with someone. Who and where?
I'm looking
No.
up his name because I actually didn't expect that, and I know what it is.
No, shouldn't you also be interested in this, since you were, what is it, white touched? Whitewash? Winter touched.
Cold
Winter touched.
My deal was made
Cold
with Rajosek himself.
But
He works
that is,
right under the princess.
Cold touched.
Mm.
Cold touched it, winter touched. You're just like the rest of us. Except bigger.
No, God,
Yeah.
why is people
I am nothing like you.
Yeah, huh? You've
I
got
was
blue
forced
hair.
to be this way.
You've got blue hair and a shard of ice in your heart.
That was put there by a cold.
Tell us where you can find him.
You'll never reach Rajasek. He's in Irisen right now, but his influence reaches out here. You would never know his power.
Irisen's way far to the northwest. Will take us months to get there.
We best start going now.
There's a portal. Someone spoke of a portal.
That would be the
Right.
gnome.
I start
Speaking
darting.
of which, gnome, tell us your name by now. We've been through so long. We've been together for so much. This is very irritating. Don't make me get my cat on you. Or fox.
You wouldn't like me when your cat gets on you. Wait, what was the pixie thing? Introspect.
Hold on, we're trying to figure out Jelly's name. This is important. He hasn't
I
thought
do
of
not
one. Alright, then we're gonna have to roll, what is it, a charm.
My name.
Okay.
My name is
Ed
Heckleberry Dumworth.
Heckleberry Dunworth. Done. Done. Done.
Bad lady Dumworth.
Axel,
Bad lady
Heckleberry Dunworth.
Axel's face turns straight as possible, and then turns his head to the side.
The fairy gasps. A Dunworth? You... What are you doing here?
What?
I actually would like to know that too,
What am I doing here?
even though I know it. What you just did. He said it has to do something with your background. Your background.
Yeah, I am here to find some people to help me kill a bitch. I can't remember the name.
Hey, what are you...
Right.
Wait, that's not it. Hey,
Was Sula
I didn't
trying to
know
roll a
that you were-
diplomacy there?
Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Smith,
Yeah, I think-
I didn't know that you were important.
I
Right.
didn't either. Hey, portal's that way.
Which
She
way?
points down the road.
Roll a
There's
bluff check, please.
some... Go ahead and roll an insight.
gonna
There's
have to roll-
some
Is that a
bandits
9?
and some more demons. 2 in particular. And a really big troll. And then there's the portal.
Hmm.
And it
We did
seems
not look
to
it up.
seems too scared to be lying.
Alright. Well, you've cooperated with us.
Yeah, you should let me
We'll take you
go.
with us.
I think not.
We'll take you with us. I will let you go. I promise this.
I won't.
I'm out of my word.
Damn,
long.
I missed.
You get this portal seriously.
Sula, it's like Dan goes, "I'll let you go." Sula stands on top of Axel's hand and goes, "Wha!"
Let's try this again. God dang.
What happened?
I'm tired from this battle.
Axel charges up both of his hands, and he looks like he's going to aim it towards the bound creature that can't dodge, and therefore it's really easy to hit.
Can we have a very convenient excuse as to why I missed?
Dan stands in front of him and says, "Stop!" Axel goes, "Do you want..." But now you have the choice of firing at Dan. Do you do that instead? Because you can't hit the fairy now.
This creature has been completely cooperative. I
Complete.
gave it my word, I let it live.
It allows
Provided we
you.
make it.
Provide.
Provided we make it.
Sounds like we should bring it with us. I wouldn't mind holding it at knife point.
Yeah. Speaking of knife points, pull out his miniature sword.
Hey,
Wow,
looks
Jamie,
like
this-
shrink item.
You wanna do this?
Hey, if I make his sword bigger again, would you let me go?
It'll make me not kill you as hard.
That's hard. Hey, that's not fair.
Downing
I told you,
to it.
provided you make it through the portal, I will let you live.
Alright,
I give you my word.
I'll take you the shortest path there. It won't be easy, and I'm not helping you in any fights. Mainly because most of these things are immune to cold damage, and that's pretty much all I can do. But still, I don't want him to know I've turned coat. But,
Hey, I'm the only one wearing a coat here.
but, I'm riding with Dunworth.
Done with? Oh.
I actually have a question. Jelly used his potion bottle. Can the Sprite fit inside the bottle?
No, because Jelly shoved the bottle into your mouth, breaking it.
No, it didn't break it. He didn't, like, shove shards of glass in a Dan's throat.
That's what I was imagining. I'm just like...
No, he corked it, and then he, started to shake his body, and it, the liquid's just, emptying out. Yes, it can fit in the bottle.
Cool.
Actually,
Poke a hole in the lid.
no, wait. Considering that it only takes a movement action to drink one, it wouldn't have that much liquid. You can get a bigger jar, but for now it wants to ride on Huckleberry Dunworth's hair.
How do we know you won't try to escape?
Because as soon
I'll
as I
make
flit
sure.
away, that guy's going to shoot me. At least as long as I'm in that one. At least I'm with At least if I'm in Dunworth's hair, he probably won't fire at his head. Her head, I'm sorry.
Oh, he better not. Otherwise, I will tickle his bum bum.
Right, well, I don't have a problem with it as long as it's okay with you, Miss Huckleberry.
Great. The Winter Touch Sprite looks up at you. I'm sure.
Well,
Looks up at Dan.
I'm Dan. Pleasure to meet you.
Could you loose these chains?
I think not.
we have to take it with us. Make up your mind.
Yeah, put him in his hair with the freaking chains around him.
What?
The chains are around the tree, I thought.
The chains are completely around the tree. We have to take the chains off first.
Alright. Dunworth, you wanna put him in your hair? I start to undo the chain.
It flits over and settles into Huckleberry Dunworth's spiky blue hair. And it kind of almost disappears there because it's also blue.
I think it should roll a stealth check for the hair.
Alright, I'll hide out here. Oh! It flits out of the hair again and grabs the pretty much piece of cloth sword right now. It takes it and it flits over to the tree, and she, with both hands, swings it against this tree, and drops it. As it hits the solid surface, it tings against it, and then grows and then drops to the floor as a medium-sized weapon.
Convenient.
There you go.
Convenient.
Disappears back into Dunworth's hair.
Well, lead the way.
You see a small hand point out of the front of the head, southward.
And on that note...
And on that note, as our heroes disappear back into the snowy forest, we end today's adventure.
Oh.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, audience member. You know who you are.
Oh.
And thank you for my props. Oh, Sibo!
Thank you, Jelly. You're welcome, Jelly.
God, Jelly, you're so handsome, Jelly.
Such an asset.
And we'll see you next time.